What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got one news story for you, and let's just dive right into it. It's all about the Galaxy S23 Ultra. This is the S22 Ultra, obviously, but the S23 Ultra will be out in mere months. We're in October right now. It usually comes out in January or February of the next year. So we're expecting like three months or so before you should be able to get the Galaxy S23 Ultra. And there's already rumors and leaks starting to come out about this phone, what it's going to look like, what kind of specs it's going to have. So let's kind of talk about what we know so far about the Galaxy S23 Ultra. So first of all, let's run through some specs, and our friend over on Twitter, Mr. Galox, has put out a nice little tweet. Some things are missing, so we'll talk about some of the things that are missing that I actually remember. So let's jump into it. So the first one being the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 in there. Remember that Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, like we spoke about recently, is and has massive performance increases over the Galaxy S22 Ultra, to the point where it's like 4,000 points on a multi-core score and then 4,600 on the S23 Ultra. Like, that's a massive gain. Not necessarily probably needed, but for the longevity of the device and also for, you know, hardcore gaming, it's just going to be better overall. So that's a great thing to see, that it's having that 8 Gen 2 and that 8 Gen 2 actually performs like a crazy beast. Next, same kind of display you'd have on this one, which would be that 6.8 inch QHD plus 120 hertz display. One thing I do expect to come out of that display is I do expect it to be brighter than the Galaxy S22 Ultra. They kind of do that incremental upgrade of increased brightness of the displays, especially with the iPhone 14 Pro Max having the brightest display currently. I think it's like 2000 nits, I should say. Yeah, so I expect them to be in that ballpark, maybe even brighter. It wouldn't surprise me. So expect that the Galaxy S23 Ultra will probably be the brightest display on a smartphone ever. Next up, that new 200 megapixel camera. You're coming from 108 on the previous generations of these phones. So 200 megapixel camera. Also not included in there is we've heard that it's going to have increased, better night mode, basically. So you'll be able to capture better quality night mode photos. I also expect, since it is going to be a higher main megapixel camera, I expect we're going to get a better zoom. We've had 100x for a while. I wouldn't be surprised to see 200x or 150x or something like that. I could be wrong, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if they do go that route. 5,000 milliamp battery, basically the same as we've been getting the last couple of years. Next would be the RAM. The base model of the Galaxy S23 Ultra is due to have 8 gigs of RAM, similar to what you get with the S22 Ultra. And I would guess that the max RAM on the S23 Ultra will probably again be about 12 gigabytes of RAM. Maybe we'll see a 16 gig model like we've seen in the past, but remains to be seen. Next would be basically the identical design to the S22 Ultra, but then if you read the next line, it also says slightly heavier and wider and thinner. So a slight change of design on there, really not much. One of the major things about the design is supposed to be a flatter display on the front, not as curved, which I would be welcome to. I really like the display, how flat it is on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I'd love to see them do that with the Galaxy S line as well. You know, a return of sorts to the past. But otherwise, not a huge difference in terms of really anything overall year over year anymore with these Galaxy S lines. Kind of boring upgrades, to be honest with you. Obviously, some of the things they're trying to entice you, with little bits of food, nothing that's gonna blow you away. And I mean, I don't know what they could do, honestly, to blow you away with a candy bar phone anymore. Like, we're there, we've made it. We've been to the promised land, and now my phone is done restarting. Done installing the update. So it's like that. It's like, what are we gonna get to? What could they give us? What could they blow us away with? I don't personally think they really can with these phones anymore. I think it's a time to move on and put your energy, and I think that's what they're doing to these folding and these flipping phones, and to AR and VR and all these different new technologies, because these are pretty much perfected at this point. But I want to know your thoughts. What's something they could put into the Galaxy S23 Ultra phone that would really blow you away, that would really make you say, wow, that would really make you want to upgrade? Let me know. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.